everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. We are now in the second week of June. We're really heating things up. It's getting warm outside. And I have an awesome guest today from the up north of Boston, well, near Boston. I've been trying to get her on for 13 years, and we're finally making it happen. She's a musician. We're going to hear a little of her music. Her name is Lucretia Machina. We're going to find out if that's a real name, and if it's not, that'll work too. But either way, we're going to have an interview with her and hear a song about halfway through the show. But before we get to her, going to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have Nick Aronimo Landscape Supplies in Plimpton. They used to be in Middleborough. Great to have him back. We have Carver Jewelers Incorporated, Ronald Allen Lively, Delano Goldsmiths, right here in the building. We have Shade Hair Salon in Pembroke. They're in Newark. We have South Shore Sheds in Plimpton. They're in Newark, right next to Nick Aronimo's. We have Crazy Axe's Rec Center in Hanover. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have Hanover House of Pizza in Hanover. They make great Sicilian pizza, Greek salads, have lots of people working there, and they deliver. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have the Gun Runner LLC, the Second Amendment Freedom Store in Middleborough, specializing in customer service, pricing, and selection. We have the Auto Shop in Hanover with Master Mechanic Ed Rooney, and we have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington, and also right up the road here on Route 58. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Lucretia, I can't believe we're finally making this happen. 13 years after we initially talked about getting you on the show, and now you're finally here. Well, I was a little older and wiser, I suppose, right?
All right. I was probably just adding myself on Facebook 13 years ago when we talked. And
yeah, me too. That's when I was starting out on Facebook as well. I just started the show the previous summer, and that's what was carrying me was Facebook, getting people involved and stuff. All right.
If it weren't for the pandemic, we wouldn't be used to this format where more people will be more accessible, like myself, because I don't drive. I can't come to you. So
you're absolutely right. That's right. I mean, that's the one upside of the pandemic was Zoom. I couldn't, without a doubt. There's no question about that. All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we talk about this band that you're in first, and then I'm going to profile you specifically. And then but tell me about the band. What's the name of it? Who's in it? What do they do?
It's Lucretia's Daggers.
Okay.
Lucretias Daggers.
Okay.
Mine is Lucretia X Machina.
Okay.
Or you could say Machina.
Yep.
We began in August 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been off and on since then, a lot.
How many in the band?
How many in the band right now is 3 plus a laptop.
Okay, and now did you always have the same name? Did you go by the Lucretia Daggers all these years?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're the lead. You're the lead. I don't want to say the lead, but you're the. I mean, did you found the band yourself, basically?
Right.
Okay.
Yep, I founded the band. Had multiple different band members come and go. The music has morphed over time. It's the best now that ever it has been. Quality. We're very comprehensive, like everybody contributes.
Right, okay.
The other band members are Horace Grimsby, who is our latest member. He's been with us for a couple of years. He is the guitarist and the laptop backing tracks, which are phenomenal. And the laptop itself has a name. That's Lazarus. We don't know its gender. It's huh?
Oh, okay. So the laptop you consider the laptop part of the band because you can't really do what you do without it.
Correct. And the bassist has been with me for a good, 10 years. That's Donnie Darko on bass. And he is now a contributing songwriter to the band because it started out with just me, my lyrics, my daggers.
Okay.
In here, out there. So it's psychological, emotional, personal. It became more socio-political. So we are a dark lyrical, electro rock, socio-political mixed genre band out of Boston.
Pretty exciting. Okay. Now tell me about yourself. Where did you grow up, and how did you get into music? And then we'll cover everything that happened in between and what's going to happen after this.
So I'm in Watertown, Mass now.
Yep.
I spent half my life here, but I grew up next door in Waltham, Mass.
Okay.
Big jump. I was always in the chorus at school.
Yep.
My father was a drummer, mostly jazz, blues, rockabilly. So I had rhythm in me, but I can't play an instrument, hence the megaphone. That's like the most intense thing I do. Tambourine.
Okay, well, hold up a second. Tell me about the megaphone. What's it for again?
We have songs that I either sing or speak through it.
Oh, okay. Because to amplify your voice, to give it some kind of an effect, is that it?
Of course.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. All right. So I mean, obviously you pride yourself in the originality of the style, which is what it is. Would you consider yourself like punk rock, or it's just totally just different from everything that's ever been invented?
Everything, anything and everything that makes sense. We started with my personal writings, like I said, poetry that became songs, a cappella songs that became instrumental songs, mostly that I wrote in college. So I was venting.
Where did you go to college?
Simmons.
Was that in Waltham?
No, but I went to Bentley first, and that is in Waltham. I transferred to Simmons.
But yeah, Bentley's a nice. I did a seminar one day on their campus back about 17 years ago.
At Simmons?
No, at Bentley.
Okay.
Yeah, but where is Simmons? I should know, and I forgot.
It's in Boston. It's next to the Gardner Museum, Fenway area.
Next to the Gardner Museum, where that big robbery occurred back in 1990. Sweet. Okay.
Next door.
Oh wow, you had nothing to do with that, right? If you don't want to admit it, that's fine.
I did. I put it up on my wall behind me.
That's why they're on your wall. Yeah, I should have known. Okay. Wow, that is awesome. Okay. All right.
I was an English major, so I wrote a lot of poetry.
Okay.
Wrote my own songs for myself, and then I was performing a cappella at Stone Soup Poetry, which is famous back in the day in Cambridge, Mass.
Okay.
And then I was in therapy, and I asked my therapist, what do you think about me going to this retreat versus the songwriting course? And he said, do the songwriting course. Take yourself seriously. Met a guitarist. We're paired up. Huh?
You hit it off with him. Very good.
Yeah. So we were paired up, and he was a guitarist, and I had the lyrics and a melody, but no instrument. Actually, I didn't have a melody for this particular poem. Made a song, and it was kind of like Nine Inch Nails.
Okay. Was this back in 2001 when you founded the band?
That's it. August 2001.
That was your inaugural song for the band.
It's Scapegoat, and we often play it first. It's our baby. It's kind of gothy, industrial, but we branched out. And as long as the subject and the music go together well, we'll do anything. We'll do disco. We'll do punk. We'll do regular rock. We'll do hard rock. We'll do Riot Girl. We'll do new wave. I mean, everything's in there, and especially the new one that we hope to perform at the end of this month.
Okay. So now, how many people did you have in the band when you started? I mean, I mean, it's not the original members today, right? Or are there any, except for you, are there any still left?
No, Donnie's been with me half of the time.
Okay.
Bass player, but no. The guitarist has been changed out a few times. The first one, Andrew, was great. Andrew Burlett.
Okay.
He just had a collection of guitars. He wasn't looking to be in a band, but because we had this songwriting class together, we decided we would continue it. And I had house parties here at my house, which is called the Fishbowl.
Okay.
I'm a Pisces, and it's the Fishbowl. So we had.
It's a huge house.
I have housemates. It's not my place.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you. Well, okay, but you.
Oh, we have rooms.
How long you lived at that location with your
33 years.
33 years.
Yeah.
At that location. Wow. With five other people, you must really get along, because I don't know if I could stand.
People.
What's that?
3.
Oh, I thought you said 5 housemates.
No.
But you all right? But you've lived with the same people for all these years. That's awesome. Then.
No, all of this has changed a million times.
Oh, okay.
Both the band and my housemates, please.
All right. Well,
scenarios is me.
Are the same people? Are any of the people that are in your band live in your house as well?
No, although the second guitarist I had, Daryl Brown, also a guitarist, kind of reggae leaning. He lived with me twice.
Okay.
And then he left, and he came back like 5 years later. So.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
But we were talking earlier about Dead Harrison. My partner, Jason Skulls, is in the other room.
Okay.
We got our own rooms. It's awesome.
It's a pretty big house. I can see that.
It's got tall ceilings. This is our band practice space.
Yeah, exactly. And then the neighbors don't mind it either. You don't disturb the neighbors. I assume it's pretty loud at times, right?
We have generous downstairs neighbors, and I'm friends with all of them all around us.
Okay.
And we don't have drums.
Oh, you don't?
That's the key. It's a laptop.
Okay, that's how you make your drum sound with a laptop, right?
Sorry?
That's how you make your drum sound with a laptop, is that it?
Right. That's right. So there's no banging.
Oh, good. So that makes perfect sense. And guess what? We're about halfway through the show, and now we're going to hear a little Lucretia. We're going to hear a song by Lucretia's Daggers, and we'll be right back to talk about it. So stay tuned. We'll be right back and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Oh, Lucretia, that was awesome. What did we just tell us about the song we just watched?
That was Thoughts and Prayers, an anti-gun violence song.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense.
By my bass player, our bass player, Donnie Darko.
Okay.
So the way that he writes, I'm very intricate. I have very dense lyrics. It's very fast, oftentimes, hard for me to even sing. He writes simpler stuff.
Okay.
He gives me the skeletal version,
Okay.
and I flesh it out, and collectively we come up with, well, what is the tone of this song? It's angry, it's punk. So I went with a polystyrene kind of voice from X-Ray.
Okay.
So it is a punk song, Thoughts and Prayers, Anti-Gun Violence. Started by Donnie, finished by me. Collectively, we created it. Backing tracks by, of course, Horace Grimsby and guitar.
Wow, awesome. Okay. And how long ago did you do that song?
We did that. We recorded it Earth Day. It was during the pandemic. It's on the EP, Thoughts and Prayers.
Okay, sweet.
Let's see if I can read the date amongst my eyelashes. 2019. So we produced this 5-song EP, Thoughts and Prayers, with that being the key song. And we've also got climate change and something about depression and working with bad leaders and bad relationships, as usual.
That's what life is, it seems, isn't it, right?
Say again?
It's what life seems to be, all about those things. Life seems to be all about bad relationships and bad leaders.
Right. So socio-political mixed genre, and it covers personal daggers and external daggers.
Okay, that's great. All right. Well, so what are you currently working on?
Well, what?
You just said you got another song coming out. What are you currently working on?
Oh, okay. So if I may tell you when we're playing?
Sure.
Okay, great. So we just finished the Somerville Porch Fest.
Okay.
Horace actually has a really great spot in Somerville between Porter and Davis.
Okay.
And it's on the MBTA, so lots of people coming back and forth. So you can see those videos. They're very fun. The next one is the Quincy Porch Fest on Saturday, June 29th, from 7 to 9 p.m.
Okay. Where are these porch fests held? All right. Now, the first one in Somerville, is that an outdoor thing or an indoor? It sounds
they're all outdoors, and you don't have to literally have a porch. We were on his driveway with the car. His car had the speakers and monitors on it. Really cool. You can see those in the videos on our website and on YouTube. But they're all called such and such Porch Fest. So Quincy Porch Fest is the next one on June 29th. We've got a Porch Fest in Milton in September on the 21st. And in between we've got local gigs. The next gig in a club is Zuzu in Cambridge, which we've never played before. So I'm excited about that. It's next.
Is that a new club? I mean, it doesn't sound new. It sounds as bohemian as all the other clubs in Cambridge. But how long has it been in business? Do you know?
Oh my God. Zuzu's been there half the time that the Middle East Club has been.
Okay, half the time. All right. That's still a lot of years, though.
So it's right there in Central Square, Cambridge, on July 2nd, which is a Tuesday.
Yep.
It's
my nephew's birthday, too. He's turning 17.
Oh, what, your son? Who'd you say?
I have no kids. My nephew. Yeah.
Honorary son.
Yeah, very much. Okay.
Well, now you'll remember to come to my show at Zuzu on July 2nd, Tuesday at it's like from 9 to midnight. And we were playing with Rob Baczynski. I don't know if he's bringing the whole band, Baczynski rather. He has these dark electro rock nights, and this is one of them. And we're going to be playing with Red Glare, Fifth Column, and I'm missing. Don't remember. A Fifth Column, Red Glare, Rob Baczynski, and us. Dar.
All right. Well, it's good thing you wrote everything down so you wouldn't forget. As far as like airplay and the radio, have you done like radio play, and have you what kind of how much media coverage have you gotten, and where have you traveled to perform? I mean,
we've been in the Dig years ago. I've been in the Watertown News because I live here. What's the question? Where have we been?
Whereabouts have you? I mean, have you like traveled around the country at all?
No, not yet. Well, gotta keep the same group of people. There's a lot of reasons people come and go, and you have to be solid in order to make those kinds of plans. No, we have not traveled outside of New England yet.
Okay. Well, that's okay. There's no time like the present, and the future will take care of itself, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Well, but you've obviously done a lot since I first talked to you, because that was which is great, because now I mean, that song that we just listened to wasn't even out, but back then, and now that's why I always say everything happens when it's meant to happen. All right, so that's great. You got these festivals coming up, these outdoor festivals in Milton and Quincy.
Yep, actually, speaking of festivals,
Yep.
specifically, we will be at the Keene Music Fest in Keene, New Hampshire on, looking for that now. Oh, August 31st.
Okay.
A long thing. We don't know what slot we have. We don't know what physical location, but it will be in Keene. Everybody knows it. It's also free. The Zuzu thing is free, and I recommend people get there early because it's a small space.
Okay, sure. Okay, it's a lovely area too, Keene, New Hampshire. It's, right out, and especially in the summertime.
Oh, it's beautiful. We have videos from last year too. We have a lot of videos, things we've done outside, a lot of them.
Okay. Have you ever done anything else in entertainment? Have you ever done any acting? Have you ever done any modeling? Have you ever written, I mean, aside from writing your music, have you ever written anything else? And then poetry too, right?
Right. So my first was reading poetry, like I said, at Stone Soup or,
Okay.
acapella, singing a cappella. That's how everything began. So I had some material and met people and what have you.
Right.
I'm a terrible actress.
Well, that's why we ask these questions to clear all that up.
I was always in the plays in school, but I ended up in the chorus. I would have a one-liner, but I was in the chorus.
Oh yeah, you said the chorus. When you say now, was that in school? How about church? Anything in church? Well, when I hear chorus, I think church.
You're asking a former Catholic, now atheist. Nothing is.
All right, fine. I'm going to All right.
No, but that is a good place to get your chops. That's a good way to get exposure and support. And especially gospel.
You mentioned making points with the big one upstairs, right?
Upstairs where?
Wherever, Godot, whatever. You know what I mean? But you say you're an atheist now, so I guess you don't believe. You say Catholic. You told me you were a Catholic turned atheist. I never.
Pagan atheist. Yes.
I never talk religion or politics on my show, but if my guests want to, then that's their prerogative because I like to remain neutral.
Hear it in the music, okay? Judge for yourself.
Oh, right, exactly. Okay, all right. So have you ever gotten any radio play though, like on the radio or any around Boston or anywhere else?
I'm not sure if Carmelita has played us. I definitely have sent stuff to her.
You're talking about, wasn't she the one on WBCN? No, that can't be Carmelita because BCN was going. You're talking about
back in
I know the name Carmelita. Which one was Carmelita? You tell me.
I think you're right, but she has her own show now, so it's local based, Boston.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I thought she used to be on WBCN way back in the day.
Long time ago. Yep.
What was it?
We've been played on WBZ.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. I love WBZ. The best.
I'm sorry. ZBC. ZBC. So the Boston College alternative radio station.
Okay. Yeah, there are plenty of alternative people at Boston College. I know people that have gone there. I haven't myself, but I know what the atmosphere was like there. Awesome. Okay. Now, do you have an agent or anything, or is this you just basically promote your own? If you don't, that's great. You're cutting out the middle people. But I always like to find the stuff out.
Band is an expensive hobby.
I know.
You can sometimes tax deduct, but I consider them an expensive hobby.
Okay, so you don't have an agent. You don't need an agent anyway. You got plenty.
Actually, it's me.
Okay.
Marketing, promoting. Horace and I work a lot together on the videos and promos and flyers, and Rob Baczynski makes a lot of flyers when we work with him. So we're our own agents. Booking is tough. I don't like it. If anybody has a gig they want to have us join on, please reach out. Lucretia's Daggers at rcn.com. Okay,
got it. Okay, that's great. So are you looking for, you're always looking for more people to join the band? I'm just curious because some people I know do that. But if not, that's fine. You probably have a perfect setup as it is.
Maybe a one-off. I would love to have some violin every once in a while in a song, sad song. Have
you guys ever opened for anyone else somewhere at any venue, like in a club or any live venue? Have you ever opened for anybody?
Opened? Oh, you mean like a big band?
Yeah.
We opened for Thou Shalt Not at O'Brien's 100 years ago. They were pretty big.
Revere, right?
Revere?
You know where O'Brien's is?
No. No. Alston.
I used to do musical shows on the road, and I thought O'Brien's was in Revere, but I guess it wasn't. I'm pretty sure I did a show at a place called O'Brien's, and I thought it was in Revere, but I guess I was. Well, where is O'Brien's? What town? What city?
Alston, Mass.
Alston. Okay, then maybe it's a different O'Brien's. Oh, okay. Well, guess what, Lucretia? We're under 5 minutes. I hope you had fun talking to me. I hope we covered as much about you as we wanted to for 13 years, and that's awesome. So what I want you to do with the remaining time is give shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of them are. And then we'll wrap it up with my snap and the way we began. So go ahead.
Shout outs? Oh, shout out to all of Boston.
Okay.
Shout out to my
Celtics tonight too. Go Celtics.
Go Celtics.
Okay,
shout outs for the Celtics. I don't do sports, but I will shout out to Horace Grimsby, guitarist, laptops producer extraordinaire, Donnie Darko, stalwart, bass player, songwriter extraordinaire, myself, and Lazarus, the amazing laptop. I will shout out to Dead Harrison, who we often play with. They are in Nashua. They are a great doom rock band.
Okay.
I will shout out to all the bands we've ever played with since 2001. There's too many.
Oh, good. No, but that's good.
Love you all.
Well, if you have fun with me, what I want you to do is you have my number. Give it to anybody that you think might be a great guest on my show. We'll get them on either in person or by Zoom. I always prefer the in-person interview, but Zoom works. So obviously, it's working great today, as it always does. And that's it. So you did a wonderful job with me. It was certainly worth the 13-year long wait to get you on finally.
Okay.
I have one last favor to ask. We wrap the show for a minute. Will you stick around and let my tech guy take a pic for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it. And if you want to tag me,
still of us, actually.
What's that?
Look up.
What?
Look up like you're looking at. There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm taking a screenshot of us.
Go ahead, do that. But my tech guy's going to do it too, and we're going to have it on my Facebook page. Are you? You mind sticking around to do that?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
All right, great job, Lucretia. All right, folks, we're wrapping up another great episode of Talk Your Time. See you next time. Signing off and snapping on.
Thanks, Harrison.
Thank you.